Hey humans, how's it going? Susan Ruth here. Thanks for listening to another episode of Hey Human Podcast. This is episode 177. It was recorded here in Los Angeles, and it came about because I'm taking a class with a woman named Erin Cockram, and I noticed on her arm a arrow, but the arrow top has three triangles. And I thought that was interesting, so I was asking her about it. And she told me that the three triangles are a symbol for people who are in families with somebody who has Down syndrome. Well, that intrigued me, and we started chatting more about it. And turns out her sister Meghan has Down syndrome, and she and her mom and Erin all agreed to be on the show. So this is that. And it was a really delightful conversation. I put a ton of information on the links page because there's so much to know that it's hard to cover in a conversation like this. But if in fact you are interested in learning more, please go check that out on the heyhumanpodcast.com website. Okay, other stuff, social media. Hey Human Podcast is on Instagram and Facebook. And I try my best to post stories about humans as often as I can, not necessarily humans that I talk to, but every kinds of humans. So I curate that one and try and keep it interesting. If you're an Amazon shopper, just go to that heyhumanpodcast.com website, and on the front page there is the Amazon portal. Use that portal to shop Amazon, and it helps support Hey Human. It's a very cool deal. My own personal social media is Susan Ruthism, SUSAN, and that's on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. Of course, I'm on LinkedIn, but you probably don't care. You can email me, susan@heyhumanpodcast.com. I already mentioned the links page. Super proud of that one. And that's on heyhumanpodcast.com. And you can rate and review Hey Human on iTunes, and that's really cool. Please do that, definitely. And I think, am I missing something? I probably am. Oh, if you want to check out my music or my paintings or anything about me personally, check out susanruth.com. And I think that's about it. I'm really excited because I get to go to the Beyond Fest this week with my friend Justin. So excited. It's all horror movies, old school and new school, and that's going to be super duper fun. And there's something else I was going to say. It was going to be a shout out, and I know what it was. My friend Scott Griffin, shout out to Scott, who I saw over the weekend. He has a winery, and it's called Mosquito Fleet Winery. So for those of you that are into wine, check that out also. And I think that's about it. Thanks for listening, and here we go. Meghan and Erin, welcome to Hey Human.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for being here. You don't have to lean in too far. It's okay. It should pick you up. It should,
right here?
Should pick you up pretty good. Yeah. Let's see.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Twist. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm really good.
My name's not Twist.
She called me Twist. Did she say Twist? I thought you said Susan.
She said Twist.
Oh.
Twist. Who's Twist, Meghan?
The first band. I said called my boyfriend.
Whose boyfriend?
Me.
There's a show called The Fresh Beat Band on Nick Jr., and one of the characters' names is Twist.
Oh, and that's your boyfriend?
She's in love with.
You know what? I have a lot of boyfriends like that. It's so much easier.
Don't we all?
So don't worry, Meghan, you don't have to lean in. You can.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. You can sit. Just
Like
sit.
how I am, Meghan.
Yeah, exactly that. It's perfect. So, hello. How old are you, Meghan?
21.
21, and you're
23.
23. And Meghan, you have Down syndrome.
Yes.
Yes. And so
Great.
you're the younger sister of you.
Yes.
Erin being the older sister of you, Meghan.
Thank you.
Now, I know that Down syndrome, it's got lots of different levels of where somebody is on the spectrum of having Down syndrome. And you just are living your life? You're out there doing stuff? Are you really active?
Twist.
Megan, what?
I think it's Twist more life.
You want Twist life?
Yes.
Megan, do you want to tell her about what you do at school?
My teacher called Miss Linda.
Miss Linda, what do you learn at school?
Work,
Work? You mean like a job or do you mean homework?
job,
Oh, what are you learning to work at?
roadhouse,
What is it?
roadhouse.
Roadhouse?
Roadhouse.
Warehouse.
Oh, a warehouse.
Yes.
Warehouse.
Oh, okay, so you have to lift things?
Where? Yes.
Oh, do you like it?
Maybe.
You haven't started yet?
Yes.
Yes, you haven't started.
No, it's early.
Oh, it's still too early. What are you learning? What's your day like? What do you do during a day besides watch Twist on his show?
Lunch.
Lunch? Do you have a favorite lunch? What is it?
McDonald's.
I think a lot of people share your love of McDonald's. What are you drinking right there? You got lemonade?
Yes.
Is it good? Yeah?
Megan, you gotta speak.
Lemonade.
They can't hear you nodding.
That's true, they can't.
Lemonade. My mom gave me that something for me.
She gave it to you?
Yes.
Nice.
Mom.
Moms are good like that.
Yeah, it's good, Mom.
Erin, how is it to be in a family where there's somebody with Down syndrome? How do you feel about it?
I mean, I grew up with it, so it's kind of normal. She's got her hand on my mouth. There we go. I mean, we fight like sisters would.
Sure.
Get on each other's nerves, but...
Do you ever find yourself...
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. I barely felt it. Do you find yourself ever, like, changing your behavior, or is it just the status quo for you?
Not really.
Yeah?
Not a lot, I would say. I would say, I might be a little bit more sillier with her, because,
Sure.
She'll be silly back.
Yeah.
But,
You have a lot of joy, Megan?
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah? What makes you happiest?
Twist. That's right.
I knew you were going to say that. What else besides Twist?
He's my boyfriend.
And what else do you love besides Twist?
Do you like music?
Yes.
What kind of music do you like?
Get up and go.
Get Up and Go?
Yes.
Who's that by?
Twist.
Is he...
The show is about, they're a band called the Fresh Beat Band.
Okay.
And I think when the show was popular, they did like concert.
That makes sense.
Kids. So they have songs.
Do you want to marry Twist?
Yes.
So, you're the younger sister. Does she boss you around?
What? Megan, you gotta speak.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
My big brother bossed me around.
I think you're crazy.
I think my ears is going crazy. I don't like it.
Oh, well.
Don't.
There you go. So you said before we started that you have some statistical stuff to talk about. Let's talk stats.
Yes. So Down syndrome is caused, it's a chromosomal thing. So you and I, we both have 46 chromosomes because we each get a set of 23 from mom and dad when baby is made. But when someone has Down syndrome, there's something that happens with the 21st chromosome, and there's a third copy. So Megan has 47 chromosomes instead of 46, like the typical person would.
You're extra. That's
You're
good.
extra.
That's a big smile.
So yeah, it's one of the most common chromosomal afflictions. I don't know. I can't think of the word. Conditions. That's the word. That's
Now, Mom didn't want to be on the air, but I do have a question for Mom. So,
just shout it.
shout it out. Now, when you were pregnant with Megan, did you know that she was going to be Down syndrome or no?
No.
Okay.
I actually had a ultrasound and I
Amnio?
amnioed because when I was pregnant with Erin, it came back high, possible Down syndrome. They weren't sure, so I did an amnio and she was fine. And then the next time I did it with her, and he called me and he said, your baby has trisomy 21, and I knew exactly what that was.
So you had awareness ahead of time.
Yes.
See, but I would love to ask you more.
Okay.
Do you want to come over to it? I know.
Pull up a chair.
Pull up a chair, please. And And if you can sit you can sit next to me, actually.
No, my mom next to me. How is your mom?
You knew ahead of time that
Yes.
Meghan was going to be Down.
Yes.
Or
No.
Down syndrome.
I
no,
was,
she did.
18
Not you. You
weeks.
didn't know. You weren't born yet.
I was 18 weeks when I found out.
Okay. So where does that put you in a headspace as a mom?
Oh yeah, it was very scary. I mean, I just didn't understand it. But once I went to like Harbor Regional, and they had meetings with other parents who had kids. You look at them and they're the cutest things, and so the stress goes away a little bit. And I was so happy to find out she was a girl because I wanted them to be sisters, and so it was scary at first. Yes.
Yeah, and you were too young at that point, Erin, to
She
know.
loved her sister.
Yeah.
She
I
loved
was
her sister.
about
Erin did.
2.5 when Meghan was born.
Too young to
Yeah,
really
she didn't
grasp
know.
it. And then it's
I
just
don't
status quo.
Yeah.
Yeah. What have been some of the challenges and wonderful things on both sides as a mom? And I'm going to ask you the same question as a sister.
Meghan is hilarious. She is so funny. She doesn't realize it, but she is so funny. She does a lot of acting. I really would love to get her into acting because but she gets distracted very easily. So
I understand that, Meghan. I get distracted easily too.
I disagree. I think she does know she's funny.
okay,
Because
right.
she'll repeat things knowing that we'll laugh. Or like,
True.
if she said some like missaid a word and we make fun of her for it, she'll do it again because she knows we're gonna laugh.
And she's very loving. She always, if you cough, she will say, "Are you okay?" Constant. You can cough like 10 times and it's constant. Are you okay? Right? It's annoying a little bit, but
Do you want to be an actor? Do you think? It'd be
Maybe.
fun? Yeah.
Apostle.
Plus, that gets you closer to Twist, really.
There you go. Twist is an actor.
well, his name is John Beaver, right? The real guy.
That's the real name. Are you in love with John or are you in love with Twist, the character?
So Viva.
You're in love with the actor.
I know. She likes them when they're young, but when they get older, she that's
you-
not him.
Yeah, no,
You're going to be a cougar.
She used to love Drake from Drake and Josh.
Oh, but not anymore.
Not anymore. She broke up with him.
Oh,
Huh, Megan?
well.
I got her a poster one time. Thought she'd love him, but he was a little older, and she didn't like it.
What is it? What happened? He aged out for you. You'd be a good Hollywood agent too, then.
There you go.
Well, same question for you, Erin. How once you kind of had your head wrapped around what it meant, because obviously you were too young when Meghan came along, but when you grew into knowing the difference, especially with going to school, and I assume you went to different schools or at least had different classes, things like that.
They were together 1 year in high school.
We were together. No, we were together. I think 2 years. 1 year?
No, it was one.
Was it one? I don't
It
know.
was 12th and 9th.
Oh, it was 2 years in elementary school. I don't. I mean, I think that was still long enough ago that I don't really remember there being like a moment where I was like, oh, Meghan's different. Because I was talking to my mom about this earlier. She had gotten me this it was like a kid's book kind of explaining what Down syndrome was. Mm-hmm. And we were talking about it earlier because I don't really remember it very well, but I just remember the part where it was like there's an extra chromosome that people with Down syndrome have, and it was like a kind of a children's book kind of explaining like
The science.
oh, this person's different, but that's okay because this and that and that and the other thing.
Okay. More
so-
philosophical.
Yeah, but like on a kid level,
Yeah.
where it's like there's this and that, but they're still extra loving, or like positive things to be like someone with Down syndrome's not so different.
I mean, Erin's a great big sister. Really
So I
is.
don't really remember there being a moment where I was like, oh, Meghan's different from everybody else because she was just my sister.
Is it surreal to have somebody that's so loving like Meghan is? I mean, just while we're sitting here, you're huggy and lovey, but I mean, because the world is not really full up of super loving people, you have to really look for them. So that's quite a blessing, I feel like.
Wherever we go, like Starbucks, we go often. They all love her. They all know her. Meghan. Wherever you go, the grocery store.
Just talk to everybody.
What is it about people that you like, Meghan? Why are you so friendly?
I think I like Bigger Gouda.
At Starbucks, she likes to get the bacon Gouda.
Good call.
sandwich.
That's a good sandwich.
I don't like the bacon. That's Starbucks.
Okay, we'll let what's his name? Bezos. No, that's Amazon. Who owns Starbucks? Schultz.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Schultz. Well, Harold Schultz? Harry Schultz? Something Schultz. Anyway, do you like bacon in general? No. Gross. What's your favorite food?
French fries.
Oh, that's a good call too. We have a
Yes.
lot in common, Megan. What do you think when you meet people that are sad or unhappy? Does that upset you?
Twist.
Megan.
Megan, what if somebody was sad? Would you be sad?
No? Yes?
You can't always take the first answer. You
Sure,
have to wait
I get
and
it.
then-
No?
That's how, if she was to do something at school that wasn't good, and I would always say, and you made me so sad, that would affect her.
Yeah.
More than if you were mad.
Yeah.
You just, I'm so sad.
So what school are you going to? What's it called?
Tucker.
What is-
Tucker.
Tucker. Okay. And it has programs to help you get into the workforce?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a transitional.
I think it's KK hurts my feelings.
Oh, that was a girl in her class.
Oh, why did she hurt your feelings? What happened?
Because my papa died.
My dad died 3 years ago, but I mean, she says things that,
Oh.
happened 3 years ago, and
Sure.
they don't know what she's talking about, so they just kind of say, whatever, Megan, and so it hurts her feelings.
I understand.
Uh-huh.
You were close with your grandpa, probably.
Yes.
Yeah. That's hard. Yeah, I get it.
I think KK has no. KK said sorry to me.
Oh, she did. Did that make you feel better?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Sometimes all it takes is an apology, right? Just saying sorry. Yeah.
I think KK is not hard to me.
Well, KK graduated, so she's not there anymore.
You said KK is not hugging me.
Oh, she's not hugging you
Some
anymore.
people don't want to be hugged,
That's right.
Yeah.
I'll take your hugs, Megan.
I'll hug you. I'm good with hugs. What happens next for the school? What does that lead
Well,
to?
she can only stay till she's 22, so she'll be 22 in March. March 1st, and she will graduate in June, but she'll get to stay till June. And then through Harbor Regional, they have other classes or things out there for her to do.
Is that going to be a lifelong thing for you then? Just more classes, or is she?
It might be more actual
Tuning class.
workforce and actual doing something, working maybe.
Mm-hmm.
No,
She doesn't
no.
like to work, and that's the problem. School has work.
Don't we all?
I work at Book Off.
Well, she,
I clean the windows.
She worked at Book Off last year.
And you clean the windows? Okay.
and today she works in a warehouse where they
Lift things.
no, there's
Oh.
no lifting. Where
Stickers.
she puts stickers on the aquarium toys, and then they ship them out to the
Oh, that's
aquarium.
fun. Do you like doing that?
I think it's fun.
When I was little, I used to collect stickers. I had a book full of stickers. It was my prized possession when I was little.
Yeah, those I remember those
Yeah.
stickers.
I don't.
do that.
Do people still do that? I don't even know.
They just used to do stamps.
Yeah. What do you think of your big sister doing some acting?
I said
That's really
looking.
lovely.
What, sweetie?
I said looking.
You were just looking? Oh, that's okay. You can look as long as you want to. This is the computer that the microphones go into here, and then when we're talking at the end, I'll make it into the episode, and then you can hear yourself.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I'll welcome them. Take out.
You what?
Nothing.
You're gonna make out with somebody? Is that what you said?
Yes, that's what I
I like the way you think.
Twist.
Yes, you're right.
We gotta get
correct.
twist out of your mind.
What happens
No.
what happens when he gets too old for you?
No, not.
He won't because it's a show that it's.
Oh, he's
you can watch.
perpetually young.
It's on. Yes.
Oh.
It was from like 2009 to, I want to say,
I think it ended at
12?
No, it was 2007 to 2012.
Okay, we can Google it.
We gotta look it up.
Right now, everyone who knows
you're right.
Ultras and ultras.
Who's gonna be right?
where is she on the spectrum of health? Everybody. is
2009.
good? 2009.
Good. She didn't have a heart problem.
Great.
Her
Like
ear,
sense.
she had to have tubes in her ears because she's her hearing is not great. Every year, It finally stopped, I guess, when she was like 14, and then it was every other, possibly, whenever she, there were problems. But it's basically, she wears glasses, but it's nothing extreme.
Yeah.
Hey.
So when you have a child with Down syndrome that is, obviously, she's of age to have a social life, even meet someone and all that, how do you prepare somebody for that who maybe doesn't grasp fully?
Yeah, I don't know, because she's never really she liked one boy in school, Alejandro.
Yes.
But it was just, she just loved him. She just, it's a different, she doesn't understand all the ins and outs of it, but
The birds and the bees didn't come into play.
Some friends who have boyfriends, and I always think, oh my gosh, how's that working? I don't know. So it's kind of scary. But I would rather her have someone human.
What do you mean?
Than twist.
Oh, then make believe?
Yes, than a make believe.
Do you have any guys that you like?
Twist.
At school?
At school.
Oscar.
You like Oscar.
Boy, he says boy or boy. I like that.
He makes, whenever he sees her, he teases her. Boing, booey, fooey.
Yes,
So-
it's true.
It's true.
Is he in your class? Yeah.
I don't think she looks at him as a boyfriend. I think she just likes him as a friend.
Yeah, I understand.
Twist up, but don't care.
Erin, for you, obviously the both of you are caregiving. I mean, clearly, Meghan, you are functioning just fine in the real world, but there are other things, of course, like bill paying and getting groceries and cooking and all these things. How does that, for you, knowing that you're going to keep moving on in your life, do you feel an obligation that you have to stick around? Where does that affect you?
I know eventually she'll end up probably living with me when, mom or dad can't take care of her anymore. At 100?
When we're 100.
When you're 100, right.
That's what I always worry about. I think about that. Like, she will have, to take care of Meghan. And it's scary, but she loves her sister. And I know that she looks at her as just a sister that she wants to, take care of, because no one else would be able to if we were both gone.
Sure, and I imagine, Erin, anyone that you end up in a relationship with understands that Meghan is part of the deal.
They better.
Yeah, or else they're not the right person.
There was something in the news about a girl who had a sister, and she married, and he put her in the wedding. And he, said, it was beautiful, and I thought of you someday.
Mom,
How many?
Wait.
Yes?
Mom, I have one question.
Okay.
I'm asking her. I have my iPad and mom's car.
Do you need it?
No.
Oh, okay. You just wanted us to know?
Yes.
Thank you for that. I appreciate it. What are the statistics as far as how many kids in the United States are born with Down syndrome? Do you know?
I had that fact. I've got it pulled up.
Good going,
It
Erin.
is, so according to the CDC, each year about 6,000 babies are born in the United States who have Down syndrome, which is about 1 in every 700 babies.
That seems pretty high, actually.
Yeah.
That surprises
It's
me.
But a
pretty
lot of them
common.
abort.
A lot of them don't
Yeah.
carry to term. So
I was asked.
You were
I knew
asked
ahead of
to?
time. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so walk us through that, because I think for a lot of people listening, they would hear that kind of news and think, nope, I'm out.
But yeah, exactly.
But it couldn't just be that you saw other happy kids. I mean, that's not enough to go, I'm going to spend my life doing this.
I believe in pro-choice, but I couldn't. I just the thought of doing that, I just didn't want to. But I did think about adoption. I did. I was told that it's very, there's a lot of people out there that wanted to adopt babies with Down syndrome. And so I thought, okay, so I was thinking about that. And then I thought, how can I do that to Erin? Really, I was thinking of Erin. How can I do that if she knew that I gave up her sister for adoption? So it was just like really fleeting. But
Does it run in families? Is that why there was a concern that
No.
Erin might have had Down?
I think that's trans.
I think
you were
it's
saying
an age thing, isn't it? Or
trans.
something?
What was the other one you said? The
The translocation. Down
translocation
syndrome?
is more if it's carried on. I think with the other one, with the one that we have Down syndrome, there's no.
Trisomy 21 is like the most the one that people mostly have. It's like 95% of people with Down syndrome, they have trisomy 21, which is just the extra 21st chromosome. But then there's also translocation Down syndrome, which, according to the website, says that it occurs when an extra part of the whole extra chromosome 21 is present, but is attached or quote-unquote translocated to a different chromosome rather than being a separate chromosome 21.
What does that mean?
I think that just means that it's connected to a different one, so it's still like the 21st chromosome.
It's still extra, but it's somewhere else.
Yeah, but I think it just means that something happens where it's connected to a different chromosome.
Interesting.
And then it's on the website, there's another one, mosaic Down syndrome, that affects 2% of people with Down syndrome. And it's a mixture of the two.
And usually mosaic are a little higher functioning.
Oh, okay.
Just a little higher.
That would maybe account for some of, you spoke of acting. There are some very famous actors with Down syndrome that have gone on to have these big careers, and that's what.
What's his name? Christopher. What was it? Chris Burke.
Was that the one that was on the Life?
Correct.
My so-called Life.
No, I think it's Life Goes On.
Life Goes On. I don't know. There's a couple.
Was back in the 90s.
There was. I think it was my. Oh wait, no. Life Goes On. I think you're right. My so-called Life is the one that has Claire Danes. I don't know.
Right. It was.
I get my
Chris
90s
Burke
mixed up.
He was very famous. Down syndrome. He was also on Touched by an Angel.
Okay. And there have been a handful of Down syndrome activists who with Down syndrome.
There was also the girl that was on Glee, right?
That's right. Yeah. Oh yeah. I liked her.
One question.
Oh yes.
My mom gives me chicken noodle soup when I get sick.
Chicken noodle soup is yummy. Does it help? Do you get better? Yeah. Good.
Words, Megan.
I did.
No, they can't hear your nods.
Yes.
Megan, did you watch the Glee show at all? No?
The first big band.
Have you seen any TV shows or movies that have someone with Down syndrome on there? Have you ever watched a show like that?
There's that show Born This Way.
Uh-huh.
Have you seen that one? It was on A&E, I think.
Mm-mm.
And it's
TLC. Was it?
I was My Little Pony.
But it's real kids with Down syndrome, and they were like, it's kind of like a
Reality
show
show-esque.
and they had Down syndrome.
Do you watch that?
No.
No.
She's not into these kind of shows.
Is there a self-awareness to Megan that you might? I mean, I feel like that's kind of a heavy question, so I'm going to direct it to you, Cheryl. Is there a self-awareness that she has that she is different, or for her?
I don't. That's so funny because I used to hear when she was younger, like they'd say, this other girl knew she had Down syndrome and it made her sad and suicidal, and that's not her. I don't think she understands.
I've never
I
heard of
think she
someone
just
with
thinks
Down
that she
syndrome
loves-
that's suicidal. There's every
she just-
person I've
they
ever
did
met
it.
so happy.
I don't know. There was just like, I've heard things like that.
Interesting.
They knew they were different and they didn't like it and they were sad and depressed, and
Yeah,
she's not like that.
interesting.
She loves the world, huh? Loves life.
Do you have a favorite animal?
I do have animals.
You have
Her
some?
dad was allergic to cats, and so we didn't end up having any pets, really. Cats
Right.
and dogs, actually.
Fish, I like fish.
Fish. We had fish, but we don't want to talk about the fish.
Uh-oh. Is that a bad story?
I mean, it's kind of funny.
It's kind of funny in
now.
looking
But
back.
Megan used to get up earlier than the rest of us, and she wanted to try and feed the fish. But instead of the fish food, she put Ovaltine into the tank.
Oh no.
And unfortunately, the fish did not survive.
I was like, oh my gosh.
None of us wanted to touch the fish, so we went to our
called the
neighbor. Had her scoop the fish out.
Aw.
And we buried it in the backyard, and we had a funeral because we wanted her to know that this is what happens when you pour something like this in a tank.
How did that go over? Do you understand the concepts of life and death?
I think she does now, but at the time she didn't know. She was younger. She didn't know. She was trying to help.
I was
I don't even know how we saw the tank. Who got up first and saw it?
wasn't me, I'll tell
I
you
guess
that.
it was me. Oh my gosh.
Are you and your husband together?
No.
No.
Yes.
No, but we're good friends. We're not, it's nothing terrible.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes it probably easier
yeah.
to try and navigate.
yeah.
For sure. Have you ever experienced any kind of guilt for not having Down syndrome?
No, I don't think so. Yes. You answering for me?
Well, I mean, Meghan, do you wish you were more like Erin, or are you happy exactly how you are?
Meghan.
Erin.
But is that just because I'm your sister?
Yes.
She used to take my stuff and like she'll take my clothes and she'd take my clothes and then put them in her drawer. My pillow, put it on her bed. She'd want my stuff, and I'd get
As a connection, or to be you?
I don't know.
That's when they slept in the same room.
Yeah, when we shared a room.
Yeah.
But she'd take my clothes out of my drawer and she'd put them in her drawer. She'd take my pillow off her bed, she'd put it on her bed, put her pillow on my bed,
so she
and
can
like
have your
switch
bed.
everything.
Oh, interesting. Why did you do that? Do you think?
I don't
I
know.
doesn't even remember.
You don't know?
I was just trying to help.
Just trying to help me by putting my stuff in your drawer.
Oh, if you could see her face.
She's giving a face. She's giving an anger face. What's been the most frustrating thing for you, Cheryl?
Trying to think. Caught me to the quick.
Air out all your grievances.
I'm trying to think. Just when she was younger, now it's much easier. When she was younger, it was really hard because she would be very stubborn.
I'm not stubborn.
She's still stubborn. I mean, but then I'm stubborn too, so she got a double dose. But just she wouldn't come, she wouldn't listen, she wouldn't, that kind of thing. But now she's better, and she is. And I remember it was such a cliche when people would say, "Oh, they're such a blessing," but it's so true. Now I look at like she is such a blessing. She really is.
What's the biggest thing she's taught you?
Love, really. She just loves everyone. She really does. She loves her sister. They get into little tips, but that's, sister. I want to talk about my sisters. I love my sisters. But yeah, I just think she's all about love, and I just, I love that. That's what I really learned from her.
Erin, what about you?
Erin too, I've learned love because she's just this precious little goose.
Erin, what have been your greatest frustrations and your greatest lessons? What have you?
Lessons, probably patience. Because I've heard, from both parents and like other people who tell me that I'm very patient. And, my mom's said to me before, I don't know where you got it from because it wasn't me. It wasn't your dad either. So it was probably from Meghan because, you got to be patient with her. How lovely.
Erin is just a really good sister. I can't even say enough of that. I'm glad that it was this way, her being the oldest and Meghan coming second.
Frustrations, I would say, just normal sister frustrations. She sings too loud. When
she's an alto.
Want like quiet, like I'm in my room, the door closed, and I can hear her from a different room with that door closed. I'm just like, Meghan, you need to keep it down, right, Meghan? Keep it down.
Do you like having quiet time and privacy, Meghan?
No.
You want to be social?
No.
Yes.
Yes?
Nuh-uh.
No? What do you not like?
Because I love to sing. Because Erin says cool down. No, I don't cool down. I'm play now.
You want to sing loud, and if she asks you to get quiet, you don't want to.
No.
She's very much like Veruca from Willy Wonka.
Now.
Now.
Veruca Salt.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll be for Halloween.
She's going to be here for Halloween.
Oh, you are? Oh, you'd be a great Veruca.
Well, her dad, Erin, this is what tells you about Erin. She bought a ticket to go see Charlie and the Chocolate Factory at the Pantages for Erin, for Meghan too, and
For her birthday.
and her dad bought her a Veruca outfit.
Wonderful.
So cute.
Me and my sister, and go to Willy Wonka to play.
When is that going to happen?
They already did.
It was in April.
Oh, it already happened.
Yeah.
Did you love it?
That's different.
They changed some things from, the movie, or the original movie, which is the one that she really likes.
Yeah.
So it was that Veruca dress, but
But did you like the show? Did you enjoy the show?
I think her favorite play.
She did, but she told me in the intermission that she likes the original one. That one's her favorite.
I see. Well, I am
I
in
think she
agreement
had a good
again
time.
with her on that one. The original Willy Wonka with Gene Wilder
Yes.
is the best.
The best.
No offense to Johnny Depp,
No.
but
It was okay.
yeah. Did you hurt your knee?
What was okay?
Yeah.
The original or the?
No, the Johnny Depp one was
Yeah,
okay.
it was okay.
Excuse me, I said I'm trying to bruise.
You have a bruise? I'm sorry.
Rug burn, huh?
No.
The other leg has bruise.
Oh, the other leg has a bruise. My bad.
But you know the one play you really like?
What?
What's the one play you really liked?
Fuka.
Wicked.
Oh, yes. Wicked.
Love the music.
I love that one too.
I think me and Mom and Olivia's mom and Lisa
Are those your friends?
And Erin.
and
else was
Erin. And Erin.
Thank you.
I sing Wicked. The most wicked, oh no.
That's a pretty voice. I saw Wicked also when I lived in Nashville, and I cried the whole time.
Ew.
I loved it so much.
Yeah, my mom
What
and
was
I.
that?
We saw it.
We saw it 3 times.
Oh, so good.
And then the 3rd time was when we went with Megan because my mom got the CD, and so she played it in the car. Megan really liked the music. So we went for her birthday one year.
What is something that you wish people understood about Down syndrome that you don't think people understand?
It's scary. I think they think it's scary. I thought it was going to be scary. I was, but once I think they just need to be around kids and you see how loving they are. I mean, there's nothing bad about it at all. It's just, I don't know, like I said, it's a blessing.
There's a pureness of heart.
Yes, they're not thinking, oh, Christmas, I'm going to get this. They're thinking, sometimes she does, but they're thinking here and now, whatever's happening today. That's
Yeah.
what's exciting. You know, she doesn't think about, she'll say, you know, I want that for Christmas, but I just think she's in the moment.
Living life in the present. Yeah. How about you?
And happy.
I think, like with all disabilities, people kind of have a tendency to put on like a, what's the word? Like a,
Motion?
no, Frozen. What?
Like contagious. They think that.
No, not contagious, but I'm trying to think of the right word. Put up like
All TV?
what? No, like bumpers, kind of. You know, like this person has a disability, so I need to treat them a little more carefully. You know.
Yes.
More kid
Yes.
gloves.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. More. Maybe a little less than their age, the way they speak to them, and you know, and not everything is going to be like a mental disorder. You know, some people, you know, they're going to be perfectly fine, and even if they're not, even if they do have a mental disorder, you shouldn't have to like feel like you need safety gloves on to, you know, interact with them. And I think that a lot of people who maybe don't have a sibling or interaction with somebody who has some kind of disability doesn't always think of that. And I know that I've seen online that it's very frustrating for a lot of people who, you know, who do have disabilities and feel like they've been treated this way.
I was going to say also, she went to school. She was fully included from kindergarten to 5th grade with typical kids. And so I think it taught the kids that, okay, I've met Megan, it's not so different. Okay, and so when they go out in the world, they'll meet other kids with different disabilities and stuff. And I think it helps them, but it also helped her to emulate the kids in the classroom instead of, you know, but we did go to special ed in the middle of 5th, and she's been there since.
As far as with Down syndrome, it's again a question you probably don't know how to answer because I know I don't, and I don't know if y'all do. But so there are parts of the brain that won't ever accelerate past a certain place, but are there other parts of the brain that are hyper aware or hyper smart or hyper, you know, accelerated?
Supposedly there's supposed to be something like in the horizon, like a pill or something that's supposed to help them
Not help.
become, I don't know,
No.
higher functioning. I don't know. I heard about this
on the
a
functions.
couple years ago, but I don't know if it's still out there. But what I do know is I've heard is that they do not get breast cancer. If they do, it's very rare for some reason. So they're trying to figure out why girls with Down syndrome don't get breast cancer and how they can deal with that with other people, you know, how they can figure that out. So
That's really cool. Don't you think that's cool? Are you bored now?
It's nap time.
Oh, it's well.
I'm up.
You're up.
Jinx.
Thanks, Erin.
You're welcome.
Thanks for reminding me.
So a lot of times Down Down syndrome is also coupled with autism, but Megan, you don't seem to have any problem with that. You're feisty.
There are kids with Down syndrome and autism, yes.
Yeah, but not you.
No.
No.
Hold on, there's more question.
What?
Mom gives me a snack after I get home.
What kind of snack?
Pretzels.
Pretzels? Is that your favorite snack?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi, Mom?
Your favorite snack?
Yes.
All right. What do you think of fish sticks?
I love fish sticks.
You love them? Yeah, they're good.
Yes.
Ketchup.
I used to,
I like ketchup.
when I came home from school, I used to make fish sticks and I would make my own
It's spice.
tartar sauce.
Yes.
Blech.
Tartar sauce was good.
So
No,
good.
thank you. It's
Pickle
my
relish,
sauce.
mustard, and mayonnaise all mixed together.
Oh, I know. Hold the mayonnaise.
Who says that?
Patrick.
Oh, it's SpongeBob.
I love hold the mayonnaise.
Old mayonnaise.
Hold the mayonnaise. SpongeBob SquarePants?
She comes up with different shows, and it's hilarious. But
She'll
you have
just
to
start quoting
she'll
them.
start quoting shows, and it's just hilarious the way her facial expressions and everything.
Do you have a good memory, Megan?
Yes.
Now,
Do you,
but that's
do you
another thing. Is a lot of them will end up getting Alzheimer's.
really? That's a cruel twist.
Yeah.
Sorry, not your twist, a different twist.
Get the pun.
Well, knowing that, Erin, does that make you nervous about the future?
Not in the present moment. Maybe in the future. If it what?
Is there funding available for Megan?
In what way? Funding?
Governmental support since she.
Like Social Security.
Okay.
Social Security.
Is that helpful? Is it enough?
And it's considered her money.
That's
It's her
amulet.
money.
It is.
Yes.
That's an amulet.
We don't have it, but yeah.
That's an amulet.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know what you're talking about. My ring? It's a carnelian.
No, it's just the amulet of
An
amulet.
amulet, Megan, is a necklace.
An amulet? Like, oh yeah. It looks kind of like that,
Sophia.
but it's a ring.
I watched Netflix on Sophia the First.
Sophia
The first.
the First. Did you like it? Who is Sophia the First?
So
Disney.
It's a Disney show.
Disney.
Is it cartoon?
Yes.
And she wears an amulet?
Yes.
Ah.
That's like me.
She talks to
I
animals.
have it.
You have an amulet? And Sophia talks to animals?
She understands that.
Do you talk to animals? Yes. Me too.
I'm Dr. Little. Dr. Doolittle.
Doolittle.
Let me talk. I'm nervous.
You're nervous.
You don't have to be nervous. Well, I mean, you can be, but you don't have to be.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I know. Right, here we go. Problem solved.
Problem solved?
Yes.
Okay, good.
That's like my mom says.
Problem solved?
Yes.
Do you say that a lot? No. Cheryl, what were you saying about social security?
Wait, hang on.
Oh,
Kids with special, anybody, I guess with
Disability.
a disability, they get Social Security supplemental, and she gets it because she has Down syndrome. We don't have it, but she could get it.
when she turns 18.
Yeah.
No, I'll tell you.
Oh, you turned 18.
Yeah, she already turned 18.
I knew that.
I'll tell you more.
I don't know why I said that. Yeah.
I'll be 22 for March 1st.
Next March 1st, 22.
Yes.
Yeah. So wait, if you started getting, if you were allowed to receive it, but you haven't collected that, does it go into a kitty?
No. You have to actually apply for it.
Okay, but you just
we're
aren't
not
interested
doing
yet.
It's complicated.
It's complicated, but
How
we're
so?
just not doing it. No, it's just.
You mean personally complicated?
Well, yeah, but just.
Okay.
Just.
I understand. Everybody's allowed to have an opinion or a reason to do whatever they want. I noticed that you stopped her when she was about to say special needs. Why is that?
Oh, because I know it's for
Right.
also
She said disability. She's right.
Oh,
It's
okay.
disability.
All right. I didn't know if there was a difference in the
No,
wording.
it's just what it's available for because it's more what's the word I'm looking for? Open than just like special needs.
Right.
It's
It's
any
for
kind of
people
most
that are
disabilities, I think.
in a wheelchair.
With,
anything.
I think it's like certain stipulations and stuff, and I know
Right.
that a lot of people
like a sliding scale too, and things like that, or
I'm not too sure, to be honest.
okay.
But I know that it has like a lot of strict
there's
regulations
that
that you have. Like you can't make over a certain amount of money to get it.
Like child support, if she makes over if I make over a certain amount of child support, she can't get it. It's a certain amount, or if I'm still married, and even though he makes all this money, we could get it. So it's because it's her money. The child support's her money. She can't have as much money in the bank or.
Is that true across the states? You probably don't know that.
Sure about
other
I
states.
think it might vary by state.
It would make sense.
I don't know by how much or what the difference would be.
Yeah. Megan, you want to talk about anything else? What do you want to talk about?
Nothing.
Where do you like to go on vacation?
Going swimming.
Are you good swimmer?
Yes.
Very cool.
I like to go water park.
Is there a good one here in Los Angeles? Yeah.
We go to Soak City.
You don't get scared of the slides?
Yes.
They're so high up.
Yes, I'm forced to go.
My mom is seasick from Harry Potter rides. The Green Smoke.
I got seasick. I guess you call it seasick. It's not really seasick.
Did you go to the Harry Potter world? Yeah. Do you love Harry Potter? Me too. Who's your favorite character?
Hermione.
All right. What house are you in?
Huh?
Are you a Gryffindor or a Slytherin? Are you a Hufflepuff?
I don't think we ever had Megan take the quiz.
Hermione's in. What is she in?
I guess
She's a Gryffindor.
So she's probably
maybe we should have you take the test, Megan.
I think we need to know this.
Yes.
What house are you?
I'm a Gryffindor.
Hufflepuff.
I've got a slight Slytherin inclination, though.
I think I do too.
Yeah. I'm going to be self-aware.
I have a wand at home.
You have what?
I have a wand at home.
A wand. Hermione's wand.
Okay. Very good. Do you know spells?
Yes.
Yes.
And Harry Potter wand.
And a Harry Potter wand. Do you have 2 wands?
Remember? I thought
You're lucky.
Yeah, they got 3 wands.
You have 3 wands.
no, I don't think so. I think it's the other ones are different wands, different kinds of wands. They're not Harry Potter.
One of them might be Harry Potter, but it's not like, I don't think it's from Universal.
Does she, not to speak as if you're not here, but this is definitely a question for your mom or for Erin maybe. Does she have awareness of things like, body changes, becoming a woman, the periods, all those things that for most women it's a major pain in the butt,
Yeah, she doesn't like her period.
No.
But yeah.
Her head goes down.
Just got off, but she's aware.
Yeah.
I know, but
I don't think she's aware of like her breasts, getting bigger or anything like that.
We're not cycle buddies anymore, huh, Megan?
my mom gives me snack after.
But there are some of her friends who are very aware. They dress up, they do their nails, they're very girly. Megan's kind of probably like I was, just kind of in the middle, kind of girly, kind of just
little tomboy. Yeah.
Kind of thing. Erin is more girly. You were more girly when you were younger. I don't know if you.
Yeah, Mom and I used to go and we'd get our nails done a lot.
I did.
And she wore dresses all the
Thanks.
time, and now you don't want to wear dresses.
Well, they don't have pockets, so.
Some do. They're starting to make them with pockets.
Once they're sturdy pockets, because I
Yeah.
feel like they like droop.
Yeah, they don't make the line of the dress.
They're not quite like.
And you're tall like I am,
Yeah.
so the line is everything.
Yeah,
Yeah, I get that.
we'll get there.
Megan, thank you. I'm really glad that you were willing to talk to me. Thank you for that. I'm gonna have to go look up Twist now and see who he is. Don't worry, I won't be in love with them. I've got my own pretend boyfriends.
Plural.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of them. I figure the more pretend boyfriends you have, the less time you have for an actual
One
boyfriend.
for every day.
That's right. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Cheryl,
Thank you.
Erin, Megan, thank you for being on the show. I appreciate it. Yeah.
I think it's great that I keep seeing, like on Facebook, there's more awareness. There's models with Down syndrome, and I think the modeling industry has kind of become more diverse. Just beyond that as well, with like
Size,
body
everything.
shape.
Yeah.
and all that kind of stuff. You know, how you look and height, all that. And I think that's great. You know, there's more Down syndrome actors that are getting more spotlight and roles. Like you mentioned, the girl in Glee and American Horror Story.
And people with disability in general.
Yeah.
Which is wonderful.
Yes.
And I noticed your tattoo when we were
Yes.
sitting next to
My mom and I, it's right there. My mom and I
the
have
arrow
matching tattoos. It's called
Harry
the Wee
Potter.
Lucky Few.
It's called what?
The Wee Lucky Few tattoo, right?
I'm not sure it's we.
I think it's
Oh, is it?
the Lucky Few, something like that. And it was started by a mother who had a kid with Down syndrome. I think she wrote a book, but I'm not sure. I can't.
She started the whole tattooing thing.
Off the top of my head, her name, but she got the tattoo. The one that my mom has was just the 3 arrows, or the 3 V's, you could say, to better get the visual. But she started it, and then it kind of became popular amongst other moms with kids
Other
with Down
cities,
syndrome.
yeah.
And then it kind of branched out to other family members and people getting the tattoo. So much so that the Down Syndrome Association held an event. Was it last year?
Yeah.
Last
Yeah,
year in
2018.
March. On the 3rd of March and on the 21st of March. And the 21st of March is World Down Syndrome Day because it's 3/21. But we went on the 3rd, and so they had like other designs that kind of incorporated the 3 arrows. So mine is like in the shape of an actual arrow with the 3 being the tail part of it.
Do you ever have people recognize it and say stuff?
We did, huh?
There's an employee at one of the islands not far from us who noticed mine, and she also had one on, I think on her side or on her
I thought it
arm.
was on her arm.
It might have been on her arm. She had a slight variation of it as well.
Okay.
Which was really cool.
And I'll look it up and put on the links page. I'll put a lot of the stuff we've talked about here. I'll put on my links page on heyhumanpodcast.com, including maybe by then, Erin, you can shoot me the name of the book,
Yeah,
so I can put it
will
up
look
there.
it up for sure. Oh, it's the Lucky Few tattoo.
The Lucky Few.
Let's
Okay.
see, yeah.
Tell you something.
What's that, Megan?
My mom gives me a snack now after I get home. My mom.
Food is her thing.
I'm getting the feeling that you are ready for a snack right
Yes.
now. Yes. And everyone is taking way too much time. You have a magic wand. You can make a snack appear out of nothing.
Thanks. I'll text you.
You want a tattoo?
No, I said I will text you.
You will text. You're going to text me also. Okay, good. Right on.
Twist.
Yeah, it'll just be pictures of Twist throughout the whole thing. Thank you all for being
you.
here. Thank you everyone for listening. And yeah, see you later. Bye. Say bye.
Bye.
She's an alto.
Bye, Tris.
Thanks for listening, everybody. Please rate and review Hey Human on iTunes.